In long years of political experience, one learns to select those serious and those affections which are just taken by a kind of political propaganda. Unfortunately, just to say, demonstrations are democratic right, and this does not show that things are going right or wrong, just that there's a need for discussion. So this is why I invited the political responsible people here to make decisions at the end, just to continue or to extend the NEOM discussions, which did not lead to any result. So I saw a lot of positive commitment, I have to say, among them. Those who are using words like apartheid, I would say, can you be in the country? Do you know what is really going on? Or are you probably some people sitting anywhere in the world and commenting on things which you do not have made you accustomed to the situation? It was, I said, this is something I hear, but I have to check the decisions and where we're going to, and this is definitely not the way where we want to go and where this was a contribution to. It was just the way to find a functionality of, in this situation, of the state and the federation especially. I got criticism about why did you not look on the Republika Srpska, and there I have to say this is one of the points I reflected a lot. Indeed, there is not an on-the-spot necessity for functionality in Republika Srpska. But if we talk about preventing electoral fraud, getting the contribution of the non-discrimination means not only the ethnic groups and caucuses, but as well everybody having the same right, that this is something remaining unsolved, especially in Republika Srpska. So I think one has to distinct about those loudly announcing and giving some wordings. I have, by the way, heard sentences coming out of Tito times, and I looked around me and it's so, oh no, I'm not a communist, I'm not Tito, and so this cannot address me. So cool down, and so far I see this was what counts as whether there has been improvement in this context, yes or no, improvement in functionality. I have to state that we have made improvement in functionality. And this is somehow as well an answer why I did my decisions the 2nd of October after 6 p.m. after the closure of the polling stations. I did not want to interfere in the election process and the will of the voters, and I did not want to corriger la fortune by knowing what the results could be, because better in a let me say in a time where you are blind about the results. This was the discussion and decision, so I did not know how the results would be, and I could not know what in the second tour of this election, so by nomination, the deputies by the cantonal assemblies to the House of People would bring which kind of coalition, and this is not about elections, this is about coalition making, and let me say, should I say, some surprising moves of some those elected or elections among nominations among the cantons. So I did not know. I could not exclude this, but if I would say, if I would have a disappointment, a little disappointment, yes, because everybody has seen that there's a need of talking, and unfortunately as well there was just the confrontation between the political groups and not a search for consent. So this could have been done better. Somebody said to me, not a politician, just an observer, and somebody with the legal issues very well acquainted, he said, I fear at the end it will remain to you to make a decision. So this is what I have to state, that this was the fact.